The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be brought down here as the penalty flags come in right away, and we may have a face mask here right at the start. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
Second down.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Bridgewater now. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Antoine Winfield Jr. picks it, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Shotgun now for Brady. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
The 24-yard line.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a give to McCoy. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
2 yards.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
That's complete to his running back, Evans. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you get them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
5 yards brings up 3rd and goal.
Switch it.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And Fournette trying to power his way forward, but I don't think he got there. No gain on the play. And what to do now on 4th and goal?
Brings up 4th and goal.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Cameron Brate, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. From the gun, Bridgewater. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. Then nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down. Bridgewater. Buying time to his left. He'll run it. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
First down, Panthers.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. Forced out. Oh, strip. The ball comes out. But fortunately, a Panther was able to get on this. So Carolina keeps the ball. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Throwing. Bridgewater. Steps away to his left. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot. In that time, he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
56 is Mike. 56 is Mike. I got one. Save.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10.
Tighten down. There you go.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Right at the line.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 43-yard
So
line.
after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now he'll throw with Brady. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 36. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Mike 5-4.
Now a first down carry here for McCoy. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Brought down by Shaq.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Brady's throw there complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 12-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
The 12-yard
Good catch there by Mike Evans, and his ability to get downfield and create big plays is something that Tom Brady hasn't had on the perimeter in the last few seasons. Mike Evans often fools defenders with his speed because he's so long. People think he can't be that fast, but he is, and combines it with terrific hands and makes big catches.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On 2nd and 12, Brady. He'll set up the screen to McCoy. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
On 2nd down, here's Brady. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Brady. This will be caught just inside the 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. On 4th down, Ryan Succop now for the Buccaneer field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that will make our score 9-0. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down to the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be a second down.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Buccaneers' 44-yard line.
Here's Bridgewater. And this is incomplete. Oh, Thomas unable to reel that one in, and it's 3rd and short. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help.
Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. Offensively lucky there, able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. They're indeed going for it. Bridgewater got his target, Samuel. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Hey, nothing to see here. Just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. Bridgewater gets this complete to Samuel. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 more yards for him there. It's a 1st down.
1st down, Panthers.
From the red zone now, Bridgewater eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And oh, he coughed it up. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field, and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Brady. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First, give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive, and also give him a 1st down.
Just like that. Mike,
Working from the gun, it's Brady. It's a slant to Gronkowski. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the gun, Brady. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
3rd down and 2.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Free to throw again. Airing this one out for Evans. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Burris. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time. Fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Bridgewater. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. Now a timeout taken. DJ Moore. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And this is going to be no good. He missed it off to the left, and this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession, and what do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little, and when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
Airing this one out for Evans, and this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position.
At their own 38-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense.
It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 45 yards. Into the red zone, it's Brady. This is caught. Gronkowski. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Just 17 yards out. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score in the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Bradley Pinion to kick off.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Bridgewater and the Panthers going to come up here 1st and 10 at their own 23. To throw, Bridgewater. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. It was the linebacker, Devin White, there to knock it away.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
Gain of 14. First down.
Bridgewater to throw it. Flush to his right. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First down, Panthers.
Now it's a bootleg with Bridgewater. Being chased out left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Escaping the pressure right. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
A gain of 3. Brings up second.
Bridgewater now. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
3rd and goal for Bridgewater. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Yeah, that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Try to power it in with Arma. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. And, boy, that was a heavy set. I think they had 3 tight ends out there. The fullback, you knew what they were going to do.
Yeah, they weren't trying to fool anybody at all, were they? There was no...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the left.
This is intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jason Pierre-Paul picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Throwing on 2nd and long. Bridgewater. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And the Buccaneers have it.
Brandon, that's the third time he's fumbled so far in this game. And, you can make excuses for each and every one of them, but the bottom line is he's got to take care of it better. And now that he's shown a propensity for fumbling it, just think about what the defenders are trying to do.
Yeah, well, guys hate one fumble, twos, oh my goodness, 3 or more.
Wow. Just doesn't make any sense, does it?
Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Brought down at the 2-yard.
Not a whole lot there after the penalty, but remember, it was 1st and 5, not 1st and 10. So now they can keep grinding out first downs, and good things can happen for them. Just 2nd and short coming up.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Rob Gronkowski with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And it's up and good.
Makes the score Buccaneers 24, Panthers 6.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point put through by Suckup, and they open the lead up now to 25. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Bridgewater going to lead the Panthers up here 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. He'll set up to throw from the gun. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Come all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Flushed out right. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A gain of 6 there on first. Throwing again on 2nd down. Bridgewater, and that's incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for, and it's 3rd and 4.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. On 4th down, they do snap it to Bridgewater. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Bridgewater now from the 50. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it.
And he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Back now in Tampa. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground with McCoy this time. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
Ball carrier. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The tackle by Yetur Gross-Matos. A 4-yard gain. It's 4th down.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He made his first, this from 47 yards out.
7-yard attempt.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And their lead will swell up to 28. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover. They want to try and put points on the board.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. But it'll be 2nd down. Throwing, Bridgewater. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
Catch there by Robbie Anderson, and we all know he's got the speed to get behind any defense. What I think is underrated about his game is his toughness and his belief in self. Robbie Anderson was an undrafted free agent.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Vita Vea able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
They'll try and run it. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And that is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Bridgewater to throw for it on 4th. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And the Buccaneers have it. And they're not able to convert on 4th down.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
He's saying afternoon to forget, absolutely. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
That'll get a little bit back, give him 5 on the run, and they'll be left with a 3rd and 13. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. On 3rd and long, it's Grady. Looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Brady to Gronk, a familiar ring to that one, and it's a Buccaneers first down. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
It's always been funny to me, Brandon, when coaches always talk about like hot days like the one we have here. Well, it's hot for both teams. But when one team has the advantage, when one team is running the ball really well and closing things out, it's hotter for the defensive side, and they sag a lot quicker.
Yeah, they say the dog days of August, the heat we're seeing here today, dog days of September, and the advantage right now on the offensive side. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
He kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so, bringing up 2nd down and a bit farther.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Can't afford another delay here as they come up again on 2nd and goal. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And this Fournette territory here, and he's alone in the backfield on 2nd and goal. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Well, that's going to bring up a big call now because he was unable to make the play himself on 2nd down. Now you just have to wonder, will they keep the ball in his hands on 3rd down?
56. Cut.
So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and